This is a new situation developing that I'm not that familiar with, dude. Freaking PackGod. Some of you guys have brought this guy up in my chat before. I think he does like trolling videos. I know he did the Dr. D Don't Touch Me diss track on Dr. Disrespect when that drama was going on, which I found funny. And this is a video about how one video ruined PackGod's reputation. Allegedly, this video is by Coco Crazy, just came out today. Let's see, what did he do? What did he do? And also, what is this fucking still framed, dude?
Who do you think of when someone says downfall? Many think of PackGod, who was once one of the most respected and beloved diss track YouTubers. His disses on Discord got tens of millions of views, he had a huge loyal following, and he seemed invincible. He collabed with huge creators and was able to diss fairly famous YouTubers and creators, and his audience always sided with him for the win.
So he was like a diss track focused channel. I never really watched his stuff, but freaking... I'll pull it up for posterity. Dr. D, don't smell me. 5 million subscribers, dude, but he's cooked. He hasn't posted in 2 months. Yeah, he makes fun of girls and boys and girls. Yeah, I don't feel compelled to click on any of this. It makes sense that I don't know who this guy is.
But now any video on him is flooded with hate comments. You can't search his name on TikTok without seeing thousands of brutal hate videos, and he overall is no longer respected in any way at all. It is incredibly easy to find thousands of hate comments directed directly towards him, so why did this happen? Well, it was all because of one singular video that would completely destroy his reputation for life. Well, what was that video, you may be wondering?
Let me know!
Well, in this video, we will get into it. I want to give a quick disclaimer. This entire video isn't going to be like just hating on him. We are really just documenting why everyone turned on him. Yes, I will be making some jokes at his expense, but I will only do that because I can. With that, let's get into it.
Okay, thanks for the disclaimer. I'll only be making fun of him because I want to. Based.
Everyone turn on PackGod, and what's the true reason for
What is this fucking gremlin on my screen? I am scared. Dude? Hello? As many of you know, a while ago, I posted a video of me roasting this furry.
Because I can.
Who,
With
you?
That, let's get into it. Why did everyone turn on PackGod, and what's the true reason for his downfall? Incredible intro is loading.
That doesn't even look like a furry, dude. That is a Halloween costume.
My years on Discord.
I heard you were 5'1", bro.
Extremely low-hanging fruit.
I made his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are associating him with me.
Hold up.
So PackGod once was considered like the Eminem of YouTube to middle schoolers, and this isn't like a diss, it's genuinely true. When I was in middle school, once this kid dissed me and was like, you look like a snow cone, Google Chrome, chicken bone, and I later found out that he watched PackGod. So in no way am I like dissing PackGod by saying this, that's genuinely his target audience. He even had a conversation with FaceFire, who recently released kind of like a hate video on him, and he admitted that his target audience is much younger than like 20. So overall, this isn't really a diss, it's just kind of genuinely where he targets his videos. PackGod's career started out where he had basically worked with his friend before his friend locked him out of their account that they shared together and locked him out on pretty much everything else that they shared, and it was a big deal. Penguin Zero would even discuss the matter. Overall, PackGod would win in the end as he would create a new account, title it PackGod, and gain millions of subscribers and overall have success.
But you genuinely leave me with no other choice since you blocked my number, removed me as a friend on Discord, and deplatformed me from every single account.
And
I think I might have heard about this drama. Maybe it was inside of like a different drama video I reacted to, but yeah, I don't know. And maybe we didn't look that much into it, but apparently him and that leg guy shared a channel and he got kind of dicked out of that in that situation. But then public opinion caught wind, and then they all subscribed to him and everyone loved him, and he became king of the middle schoolers apparently.
I have to admit, this must have been the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, everything he built up was deleted, but he would still be able to find success, and that is a pretty respectable thing. He would begin to release diss tracks on celebrities and diss people on Discord, sometimes even dissing pretty popular YouTubers such as KSI, Jack Doherty, you get the idea. And overall, at first, before time went on, people began to really like it. He even got in beef with, I remember, Vesh Remy and Topper Gill. They made a diss track on him. He replied with a diss track and got over 6 million views, and it was flooded with comments comparing him to Eminem and overall just kind of sucking up to him. And when I watched these videos, it seemed very staged. I'm not saying it was. It just felt like it was planned. But no one really seemed to care, and he continued to be very successful. He also got in beef with that one furry named August, and that got tons of views. People loved that video. I remember his comments were flooded with thousands of remarks on how PackGod destroyed him, and overall PackGod was seeing an incredible amount of fame. But there were a few things that were strange about this. Firstly, let's consider the fact that a video began to resurface, a video that wouldn't completely destroy but would very much harm his reputation in many different ways. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't the video that destroyed his reputation. We're not going to bring that one up yet, but this one would take a serious swing at it.
Point guard for Duke, 6'9", and I could dunk on low tier God because he's my little bitch.
I heard you were 5'1", bro.
After the YouTuber Low Tier God, the one pictured above, would say this, PackGod would deny it as quickly as possible, but the damage was done. People began to assume from this video that he was 5'1". Now, I don't know if he is for sure, but it definitely is a possibility. And
that better not be the video that ruined his reputation, dude. Did he have a reputation for being tall? I'm so sorry. I thought that he was just a faceless Discord kitten. Who gives a shit how tall he is?
And people will
of
begin
all things.
to come at him like crazy for this. I mean, under basically any
Don't
TikTok
make me defend this guy. Come
video
on.
you find, someone will make a comment about his height. And it was basically like Leafy in his chin. It was something that would damage his reputation forever. But it certainly wouldn't be the
Except, I don't know. That just seems way more stupid somehow. Even though the Leafy thing was obviously shallow, but this is just... That just doesn't even matter at all. Unless you're gonna be like his spouse.
last nail in the coffin. As people got older,
That is super important and worth mentioning on a dating profile. 6 foot need not apply.
His
6'1" or nothing.
Well written as they thought before. I mean, when you're a middle schooler, the high quality edits, the quick paced talking, and the surprise reaction of the person being dissed would make you kind of assume that the disses were really good. But when you kind of wrote them down, they sounded worse and worse. I mean, take one of his lyrics. Your grandma went to the store and turned into an apple. I mean, yes, I know he's doing this for fun, and he even admitted in a call with that one person that made the hate video on him that he just does it for fun and it's not meant to be super serious. But at the end of the day, the main reason his audience fully supported him was they thought he was the destroyer of careers. They thought he was the toughest person on earth. And when you break down his lyrics, they really just are kind of repetitive and boring, to say the least. And don't get me wrong, once again, I think the actual...
And saying someone's going to turn into an apple is not cool, because what if that person actually ends up turning into an apple? Then you're going to feel really bad.
And the account seems pretty humble. He's not really a bad guy. I think he's kind of overhated, but the character he puts on in the videos that he kind of has to put on, because that's what the audience wants to see, is someone who views himself as a literal god, and when he can't really fulfill that at the end of the day, he's going to become pretty hated. And there were really two videos...
Dude, he's just like the modern day Dream. As soon as he freaking shows a little bit of who he is, a short king, which there's nothing wrong with, people are freaking disenchanted with the idea of the faceless YouTuber that they made up. Then you could be baked in with a pie. I don't want to be baked into a pie, dude. I got distracted. Hold on.
His reputation, sorry, I know the video's clickbait, and they're pretty embarrassing to witness, so cringe, viewer discretion advised. But firstly, I want to talk about his beef with Speed McQueen. Now, don't get me wrong, I do not like Speed McQueen at all. I've literally made a video hating on him before, and Speed McQueen's cringe. He uses racism to gain clout. He's annoying, but...
That's not who this guy is, right? This is Steak, the Roblox guy.
Of the day, he did win.
I know him. I'm hip.
They would kind of go back and forth for a while before Speed McQueen would release a video saying, "I'm not afraid of PackGod," and would basically say he's not afraid because he already knows what PackGod's going to say before he went on to pull up a website showing that PackGod is 35. Now, this could be incorrect, but...
35, dude. As a young, spry young man like myself, that's old. You're over the hill. If that's the case, I wouldn't show my face around this internet either. Especially if you're roasting little kids. Embarrassing. Play the Drake clip.
It seems like it could also
especially
be
with the little kids.
I mean, PackGod
Double
never seemed to respond
embarrassing.
to that claim.
Double
so
Drake.
It seems to be true. And if
Double
it is, this dude
Jeopardy.
is almost as old as my dad. I always assumed he was like 21 or something. If he is truly 35, the fact that he got into beef with Bella the Wolf, who is like 12 years old, is actually insane. Don't take...
Imagine getting exposed for being short and 35. Pick a struggle, buddy. How am I supposed to fucking defend this?
This the wrong way. Bella the Wolf is a scum, but at the end of the day, she's literally 12
This
years
is so
old.
dumb.
It doesn't excuse anything
What's the video that ruined the reputation?
But like, if you're 35, maybe don't make a diss track on 12-year-olds. I still can't process that
That's true.
information. 30, everyone just grazed over the fact. Like, I looked through some
Unless they
comments,
deserve
there's only
it.
one comment on that. He's literally 5 years away from being 40 years old, a middle-aged man, and he's making elementary school level diss tracks on 12-year-olds. Like, that is
5 years away from being 40 is crazy. I agree.
insane to me, and no one seems to be mentioning that. And the saddest part was
Bro,
his diss
round
would
it
completely
up.
flop due to Speed's reaction. It was clear that the diss was meant to be a main channel video, but it ended up only being a live stream. They even made a diss track on him, Steak and PackGod, but Speed's reaction was just grinning the entire time PackGod was packing him, and it was clear nothing was being achieved.
Hey, yo? What was he doing?
Due to Speed's reaction. It was clear that the diss was meant to be a main channel video, but it ended up only being a live stream. They even made a diss track on him, Steak and PackGod, but Speed's reaction was just grinning the entire time PackGod was packing him, and it was clear nothing
What do you mean by that?
was being achieved, so it's just to this day has not been made into an actual video. Now, don't get me wrong, this video was a horrible flop, but the video that really truly damaged his reputation was his video against Bella the Wolf. You see, this video would do so much damage, it would turn basically the entire app of TikTok against him in seconds.
Now today, I will introduce you to someone who is just as bad, or if not worse. Meet Bella the Wolf, an insidious gotcha YouTuber known for making videos of her murdering soldiers and abusing animals.
His video on Bella the Wolf would start out fine. There was really nothing to criticize. He was just kind of talking about all the horrible things she's done. Is it the most obvious?
Really nothing to criticize. is just saying all the horrible stuff she's done, you know, just a YouTube video.
Rage bait to ever exist on this planet? Yes, it's so obvious she just wants attention. It's so obviously rage bait, but that's not really the point. It would start out fine. He was just kind of going over the things she said, but then something really embarrassing happened.
Happy to tell you guys that today, justice will be served. But first, I must quickly tell y'all that...
He decided to include one minute of his song,
Let's go!
which advertised for Opera GX.
Bro, he's rapping. Let him pick his lyrics. They might have been from the heart.
Literally, after 1 minute of him talking about all the horrible things Bella the Wolf has said about soldiers and Technoblade, he immediately starts singing and advertising. It was the most awkward thing ever. It was obvious he placed it right before his conversation with Bella because it would be more likely to be found by his audience and he'd get more money overall. But outside of his most loyal followers, most people wouldn't find this smart or impressive or as a good strategy. They find it incredibly corny and cringy. In fact, multiple TikToks were made about it, some of them gaining hundreds of thousands of likes just showing this part and insulting how corny it was. It's like if I was like this. Guys, I'm scared. There's this creepy YouTuber that has been insulting people and soldiers, has been calling me slurs, has genuinely put people in danger and assaulted a deceased YouTuber that's my friend.
That's fucked up.
I don't know what to do.
Who is he? Why would he do that?
Horrible, and I have one thing to tell you.
Why would I do that?
Hey, shop. Ted's adult diapers.
Wait a second, what? This is an adult diaper ad? I'm gonna keep watching it because it's relevant to me and I want to actually see if they got a good deal on anything going on. But other than that, I'm upset and perturbed by this advertising choice.
It's really cool, you bet. It'll keep you from getting wet. You know it's on fire. It's gonna make you fly so much higher. Buy Ted's adult diapers and get a 50% discount when you use my name.
This is low-key a banger. I'm skipping it.
So many people have accused him of making his videos fake, and this has greatly harmed his reputation because most of it's just built on the idea that...
Is that what the original video with the ad on it was about? A Technoblade's passing? R.I.P. to the GOAT. I'm not that familiar with his content, but I do know that he is a Minecraft YouTuber that has passed away. So if it was about that, I could see why people would be sensitive about it.
Meets someone and he starts dissing them off the top of his mind and comes up with all these crazy insults. And if they're fake, it kind of just removes all that.
Oh my Lanta. He's destroying them. Oh no!
This is August, the furry he roasted multiple times, and the videos in which he roasts August are his top videos now. And August would later accuse him of faking his videos and show evidence where PackGod basically tells him what to do, tells him to bark and stuff in a video call with him. And later on, PackGod would say, well, August...
I 100% believe that occurs. I don't know why, but it probably does. Why would it be authentic? It's a freaking furry Discord exposed kid in video or some shit for babies.
Just kind of moving it along. But this would show that a lot of his videos probably aren't as real and authentic as he tries to portray them as. Recently, a YouTuber released one of the corniest videos I've ever seen in my life. Adrox, who is basically like a Sunny V2 clone, released a video called What Happened to PackGod's Victims. And PackGod himself would agree that this was a corny video as he would repost a tweet kind of making fun of this video. And all the comments under this video...
That's like a common thing that video essay channels are doing these days. Like, the victims of Sunny V2. The victims of Turkey Tom, like whoever the fuck. It's a trend. Not just PackGod, but it does make sense to do for a guy with 5 million subscribers who picks a guy and makes a diss track about it every time. I mean, it's just how it is. You can say it's corny.
But literally every single comment was...
But I was born on the car.
About how PackGod should be left in 2025, how he said nothing but nonsense, and how he was cringe. Here, let's read some. They left the internet because PackGod has a cult of 12-year-olds that harass anyone he roasts. Bro, it's 2025. He doesn't even roast anymore. He just screeches out his 1,000 demons into his mic just to break the sound barrier. Imagine how awkward PackGod's roasting is without all the music and editing. PackGod and victims in same sentence. Overall, it's clear that the internet's view on PackGod has changed. I remember when anyone who dissed PackGod would be flooded with hate comments. Now, hate is pretty much acceptable. While researching for this video, I came across some TikToks, and all the comments under these were PackGod in 2025. Like, I found over 20 comments under one video. All 20 comments were saying, it's 2025. Why are you talking about PackGod? Before PackGod fan 205 comments, your life is ruined, I hope PackGod destroys you, or whatever. Remember that this video, even if you don't agree with my opinion, is basically discussing why the internet turned on him. There's no doubt that the internet turned on him. From someone who built their career off of basically just dissing people, it's no doubt that hate will come eventually. And I know, ironic coming from someone who built their career off of talking about downfalls, but in the end, his downfall was pretty much inevitable.
Is this your puppy? Like, is this your pet on a leash? Like, what is this, bro? Is this your simp?
Let me bark for you?
My dear fellow, might I ask, what did you intend to convey by that?
Oh, no, don't you dare.
And for this video,
You
I
better
looked through a lot
not.
of
But then he cut out the part where he said, yeah, say, can I bark for you?
his videos, and a lot of
Damn,
the time he
dude.
just seems to be,
I'll
like,
never
joining
look at this
random
guy the
furry
same.
chat rooms and stuff, and they're actually fairly polite. Like, the people before he disses them are pretty respectful and polite to him. I don't know why he's like harassing these random people at the end of the day, because most of these people didn't really do anything wrong. I know, burn me at stake for my opinion, but most of them just seem to be kind of minding their own business, and because they're like a furry, it's the end of the world for him, I guess. I don't know, 8-year-olds eat it up. So that's the video.
LOL furry mask funny. Go! This was a good video. I figured that this wouldn't necessarily be the most exciting drama to me, but I wanted to know what people were upset about. It seems like they're upset about something. Shout out Coco Crazy, dude. Oh yes, I will not be watching PackGod videos. However,